Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss a very important chapter, that is percentage. So let's see the question on percentage. In an examination, a student gets 60% marks. In an examination, a student must get 60 marks to pass. If a student who get 120 marks fail by 60 marks, find the maximum marks of the examination. Okay, this is the question asked. So here, if you see, one person have to score how many percent? 60% in order to pass the examination. There is a student who scored 120 marks and he failed by how many marks? 60 marks. Means to score 60%, how many marks he required? 180 marks he required, right? 120 plus 60 marks he shot. So 180 marks which is required, okay, 180 marks which is required is in order to get 100%, 60%. So from this you can find out the value of x or the value of simply 1%, right, by solving this. So after solving this into 100 divided by this, you will get 3%. 3 marks will make 1%. 1%. So this you can simply do. 3 marks make 1%. So how many marks will make your 60%? Okay, so let's see the next question, that is 10% voter did not cast vote in the election. 10% votes polled were found invalid. The successful candidate got 54% of valid vote and won by a majority of 1620 votes, and the number of votes enrolled was. So let's assume that there were 100x voters. Out of those 100x, 10x voter did not cast their votes. They did not vote. So you can write did not vote. And the remaining 90x, among those 90x, 10% were found invalid votes. So 10% of 90, how much it is? 9x. These were invalid. So what is remaining? 81x. So out of those 81x, the successful candidate got 54%. So 54% of 81x, when you find out, you will get the answer, that is 81 into 54, that is 43.74. So what is the next vote? This is successful, and the unsuccessful candidate get this much, right? So here it is given the difference between the vote or the majority of vote won by is 1620. Means this one won by second candidate by how much votes? 1620. So that simply means whatever the difference of percentage between these two is equivalent to this much, right? Because this is the difference between their votes. So when you separate 43.74 minus 37.26, you will get 6.48, which value is equivalent to this much. So from this you can calculate the value of x, right? So after doing this, the value of x you get is 250. So 250 is the value of x. What is asked to you? Find the number of voters enrolled. So 100 into 250, this is equivalent to 25,000. So 25,000 is the number of votes that was cast. Let's move towards next question. Ramesh got 20% marks and failed by 35 marks. 20% Ramesh got, and he failed by how many marks? 35 marks. So this is somewhere he can pass. And Suresh scored 50 marks, 50% marks. So Suresh is somewhere here, 50% marks, and obtained 55 marks more than the passing one. So 55 more. So find out the total marks required to pass the examination. So here you can observe there is a gap of how many percent? 30% between Ramesh and Suresh passing marks, and The difference of the marks between them is 35 plus 55, that is equivalent to 90. So you know that this 30% is equivalent to 90. That means 1% is equivalent to how much marks? 3 marks. So the total marks means 100%. To make this 1% 100, I have to multiply it by 100. This also by 100. So the total marks is how much? 300. 300 marks is the answer. Okay. Next question. Due to increase in price of sugar by 25%, by how much percentage the household should reduce the expenditure to keep the expenditure same? Okay, suppose this is the price of sugar and this is old price, this is new price. Okay, so there is 25% increase. So earlier it was of 100 rupees, now it is of 125. Now opposite of this you have to do with quantity. So earlier they used to eat 125 kg. Now how much they are eating? They are eating 100 kg. So what is the difference between their uh, consumption? The consumption is reduced by how many kgs? 25 kgs. And what kg they were consuming earlier? That was 125. On earlier quantity, you always find out the change. So 25 kg they were uh, consuming less on what? 125. So this comes out to be 1 by 5, which is equivalent to 20%. So 20% less or 20% less quantity they have to reduce in order to keep the expenditure same. So in such type of question, what you have to do, just whatever you did with the price, just do opposite of that in quantity. The answer you will get very simply. Otherwise, in books you have P, the new price upon Q minus the percentage change, 20% or 25, whatever, then equating it to another formula. So formulas make things more complicated, right? So better to go with this step. Next question. Due to increase in price of sugar by 24.5%, how much should be their increase in quantity so that the expenditure remain the same? Due to decrease. So earlier, suppose the price was 100 rupees. Now the new price is how much? 25% reduced. So 75, right? And you have to do opposite of this with the quantity. So earlier they used to eat 75 kg. Now because of less price, they are eating more, right? This happens in your day-to-day life. Whenever there is a reduction of price, what you do? You generally take more food. So 100 kg now they are consuming from 75. So how much their consumption increased? 25 kg. And on what number it was increased? 75. So 75 by 25 when you do comes out to how much? 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 is how much percentage? 33.33. So to keep, they will increase their consumption by how much percent? 33.33. Next question. Due to increase in the price of sugar by 20%, the consumption was reduced by 30%. Then find the percentage effect on the total quantity. Suppose this is price, this is quantity. Earlier they used to brought a sugar at 100 rupees and they were consuming 100 kg. But because of increase in price, the new price will be what? 120 rupees, and the consumption was reduced by 30%. So 30% less means 70 kg. So earlier it was 100 rupees per kg they were taking, they were bringing sugar, and 100 kg of atom they brought. So this, after multiplying, you will get 10,000. But now because of reduction in price, or because of increase in price, there is reduction in consumption. So how much is the total amount that they are expending now? That is equivalent to 8400. So what is the change in total? 1600 is the change. And at what amount it get changed? On 10,000 it got changed, na? So divide by 10,000. This is 16 by 100, and to convert it in percentage you have to multiply it by 100. So this comes out to be 16%. So the net effect on their expenditure is how much? 16%. Let's solve next question. The radius of circle is increased by 25%, then find the area of circle, or the change in area of circle. Here they ask you change in area of circle. So suppose earlier the radius was 100 and now it is increased by 25%, means what is the new percentage? 125. So you can simply find out now what is formula of circle area, pi r square. So pi into 100 into 100. This was old and new one is what? 25% increase. So pi into 125 into 125, right? So this can be cancelled, this can be cancelled. This comes out to be 1000, and when you multiply this two, this comes out to be 156 and 2. Okay, so this much it will come, right? So what is the total change? What is the total change? That is 562, right? If you separate this one from this, and on what number it was changed? On 1000, divide by 1000, right? So this comes out to be 0.562, but you have to make it in percentage. So in order to make it in percentage, you have to multiply it by 100. So when you multiply 0.562 into 100, so this gives you the percentage, that is 56.2. So the change in percentage is what? 56.2. Okay, next question. Due to increase in the price of sugar by 30%, a man can buy 6 kg less for rupees 520 than original price per kg was. Okay, so they ask you the original price, means the earlier price. So suppose earlier it was 100 kg, 100 rupees per kg, the sugar. Now it is 130 rupees, right, because of increase. So what, how much is now opposite of this you have to do with quantity. So earlier they were eating 130 kg. How much they are eating now? 100, right? But it is given that you have to make this change as a 6 kg, 6 kg less. So in order to make this 130 or this one by 6 kgs, so I can divide it by 5, right? So after dividing by 5, I will get to know that this comes out to be 20 and this comes out to be 26, right? There is a gap of how many kgs? 6 kgs is the gap, right? So this fits in our criteria, right? You have to, after doing this, you have to think of a number which give you the same amount or the change that they told. So this is 6 kg less. So 26 kg he was buying earlier at what price? 520. So the price that he used to pay was 20 rupees per kg. 20 rupees per kg that he was paying old or earlier. And new one, if they ask you no new one, then also you can find 20 and kgs 520. So you can simply divide, means now they are buying the same sugar at 26 rupees per kg. Okay, this how you need to. Thank you.